Sometimes on a cold Colorado morning when I'm outside, all I can think about is getting back inside and tasting some rich, warm coffee. But then I'm reminded, as much as I like this coffee, and I have a gourmet kind of coffee that's not just your name brand, and I really like it, but it's still not quite as good as a cup of coffee I had in the Andes Mountains of Peru last summer. Our hostess, Mrs. Tebby, took some of the beans, the coffee beans that had been grown right there in the mountains of the Andes, and she roasted them in a clay pot over a fire in their courtyard. And then she took those beans that had been roasted and she hand ground them. When those beans were made into coffee, that was some of the richest, most flavorful coffee that I've ever tasted. It makes this cup of coffee taste like just a shadow of what coffee really should be like. Makes me think of this Bible verse where it says, "For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then I will know just as I also am known." While we're here on earth, we experience some pleasure, some joy, and some really good things happen in our lives, relationships and other things that happen that we are very blessed with, where we experience some of what God is like. But it's just sort of like this cup of coffee. These are only shadows of the real thing. The psalmist says, "In your presence is fullness of joy. At your right hand there are pleasures evermore." When we're in His presence, we will know what pleasure really means. We will understand the best of what a relationship truly can be. But until then, we get these hints while we're here. It's just, we get a flavor, a taste. It's like what the psalmist said, "Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good." While we're here on earth, we can taste a little bit of what God is like, but it's only a shadow of what it will really be like to be with Jesus Christ in eternity.